You are now tuned in to the Black Status Social Network.
I don't know what time it is. I think it's, what time is it?
I would say 20 after 11.
20 after 11. We just finished picnic and a flick. I'm tired. X is tired. Travis here. I know Travis tired. Deanna's gone home.
Definitely tired.
Definitely tired. Rob tired. Shit don't stop. About to hit the road. About to hit the road.
Probably 11:40.
11:40? About to hit the road. Head to the East Coast. Some things are in the water. A lot of things in the water. We working. Black Status Social Network. Rosenthal. Dion Mars. Rob Everybody. Sister X. You'll see. Peace.
Alright, so day-to-day basis, like everybody as a black woman has their own like individual experience. And I felt like from that needed to be like a launch pad of like everyone just contributing to like the mental health of each other and like being like someone's shoulder and like giving someone like the room to talk and things like that. So I felt like it would be like super important to have like everyone here just converse about different things and like feelings and thoughts, experiences, like everything. So like with that being said, I think that like among women, like the hardest thing that we have to battle is like comparison. Like everyone always feels like we're like always, I need to be better than you, I have to be better than her, like in any way, shape or form. And it's like, how do we like change that? Like how can we as women like be like, just straight off rip, I need to empower you and I need to uplift you, because like everyone's walk is so different and everyone feels like I'm not good enough, or like me being this type of woman makes me feel this way. And like I feel like that's like just that feeling of like not knowing where to fit in or how to act or how to think or how to say. It's like, how do we just make it so that like everyday women just feel like comfortable within themselves, you know? So let's get it.
I mean, like, I like that, but like I feel like I agree with everything you said. Like everyone has their own walk, their own like, you know, everything that they deal with, right?
Yeah.
And like everyone's like, we feel like society is like made us feel like there's only one way, right? Like it's this or it's that. But like you said, like no, like you can be different, you can be different, you can be different, we all can be like cool. Like, you know what I mean? We all can work together, we all can progress, like you say.
Right.
Like you don't look like her. This is my aunt. This is my mom's little sister.
Okay.
Like blood.
Okay.
Like we don't look alike.
Right.
We all come from, you know what I mean? We can't judge books by covers, because like you don't know what's underneath. You don't know what they've been through. You don't know their history, their family history, their father's history, their, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Everything plays a role in like how we grow. Like our environment determines our, like how we act, decisions we make, friends we have. Like, you know what I mean? Things we get ourselves into. So like you said, like it's very important that like I just met you guys and like, yo, like you just hit me.
Right.
Like, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's super dope.
Yeah. I think that it's like super important for like black women just to be like, yo, I think you're beautiful.
Yeah.
And like, I love you. And I don't even have to know you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's super important just to be like, I see you. I need you to know that like, I don't know your story and I don't know what you're going through, but like everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like women themselves already suppress so much. Right. You know what I mean? Because like Yeah, men are supposed to be like the strong person and the backbone of like whatever families or brothers, but like women are really like everything,
The
you know,
glue that holds everything together.
So
in our family, we have no like we can count the amount of men we have. It's all women. And when you look at like our lives, like single parents, why? Mothers with kids, why? Well, then we're strong women. The cycle continues. Your daughter has a daughter, she has no man.
Yeah.
Cycle continues, she has a daughter. So like it's like when do we put a stop to it? Like what do we change? Why are we waiting for the next generation to change it?
Right.
Or oh no, the next generation got us, they're gonna bring us out. No, it starts with the man in the mirror.
Yeah.
And I don't even think it's necessarily us being strong as black women or as single mothers being strong because just for the sake of being strong.
Yeah.
I think it's more so we don't have a choice.
Yeah.
If not us, then
Who?
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like kind of like that mentality. I think we've adopted the mentality of it gotta get done.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do it and I'm not gonna sit around and I'm not gonna wait for you. It gotta get done. And so the only way I can guarantee that it gets done is if I do it my damn self. And I think that's where that comes in.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people feel like, oh, I have to do this. Like if I don't do it, it's not gonna get done. And
I don't need nobody.
Right.
I'm good. I'm independent.
I got this.
Yeah, we tell
I got
ourselves
this.
things like that. Yeah,
Right.
it's true.
Yeah, I feel like that a lot. So like, with that being said, what do the pressures of life and like day-to-day experiences do to your mental health?
Like how we're talking about, like you gotta do it yourself. I feel like because people have to do it, it has to get done. You don't see anybody else around you. So for us to say to other women, "Oh, you're beautiful," it's like something that you don't want to do it. Your mind is not thinking to do it, and so everybody just seems so standoffish and so like, you know, like you don't have the time to.
Like everyone's there, but you don't see them there.
Because you have to go.
Yeah.
And that goes back to like what she said. It's important to say you're beautiful.
Right.
You're kind.
Just
you're
step
a
back
friend,
for a second.
You're a good mom. You're this. You're that.
Yeah.
It helps.
It goes a long way.
It helps even if you don't believe it. Then you're gonna remember, yo, that girl on the street. She believed in me. You might never see that person again, but yo, she told me I was beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. And
You
I
never
think
know.
that-
They will hold on to that for the rest of their lives, right? It's
And I
crazy,
think
it's
that's so
powerful.
important. That's so important because like, even like starting from like young black girls, like they're always told to be like, just look cute.
Yeah.
Just be cute, stand there, like, don't do that. You're not supposed to do that. That's not what girls do. And I feel like instead of like just going, oh, you're supposed to just look pretty, like it's so important to be like, you are so smart. Like, that's so brave of you. Like, how did you come up with that? You know what I mean? Change the narrative of like, the only thing that you have to contribute to the world as a woman is just looks.
Like what you were saying yesterday, like mothers and their sons, they get off so easy, and then these little girls, like their hoes or this or that, if they don't do what you tell them or what society tells them they need to do, right? Then they turn into this 13-year-old, and they're getting kicked out, and then now like that's
And that's not even the case. They just
It's
And then from that point, nobody's telling them they're beautiful. Nobody's telling them, oh, you know, you can make it, or nobody's telling them these positive things. So then they grow up already with this mentality like, okay, life's gonna be hard now.
Right.
Nobody's gonna look out for me. I gotta just go kind of thing.
Yeah.
But then even with like what we were talking about last night, I know like for me as a mother of a young black girl, like, and she's 11, she'll be 12 this year. But for me, it's important that I sit and I talk to her and I have conversations with her. Not talk at her, but talk with her. And that's something that I didn't have. I didn't have that even to this day. And I'm 34. But I never had that open dialect with my mother where I could sit and I could come and I could talk to her like, listen, mommy, I had a rough day at school. My teacher was tripping and I had this test coming up and I don't know how I'm going to do, you know what I mean? Much less with going through puberty and your hormones and I'm feeling this way and you know my skin is breaking out and I'm about to get my cycle, and I didn't have that. So with my daughter, I sit and I talk to her all the time, And I let her know, like, the area she goes to school in is predominantly Hispanic. Like, you have Mexicans, you have Puerto Ricans, you have Dominicans. And even the Dominicans, they're very fair skinned. And you have Afro
Latinos.
Afro Latinos, Puerto Ricans who are black. But for her, where she goes, it's all fair skin, long hair. And so for her to be this little brown girl who's African American, and no, her hair is not as long, and she wears braids, and now she's into the colorful hair thing. So I let her braids, and it's colorful, and she gets left out of a lot of stuff because she's not your typical girl. She's not, oh, let's make up these new dances, oh, let's go get our nails done, let's see if we can go, she's not into that. My daughter's like, Mommy, can I go to the art store and get this anime book, because I want to learn how to draw, I want to paint, I want to color, I want to do this, I want to do that. So she gets left out of a lot of stuff, and it's not just because of her interest being different, but because she doesn't look like everybody else.
Yep.
So I had to break her out of that and, teach her, your hair, the way it grows out of your head is perfect. Like, don't get it twisted. Mommy wears a weave very often. Mommy wears a wig very often.
Right.
But at the end of the day, when Mommy takes this off or takes this out, my hair is natural underneath.
Yeah.
And she was a big part of that. She was a big reason that I went natural, because I want her to understand, there's nothing wrong with changing up your style, but you don't have to look like everybody else. It's nothing wrong. Right. It's nothing. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the way that you were born, with the way God made you, how your hair grows out of your head. Feel free to change it at will, but know that there's nothing wrong with the way that you were born. So
I think that's deep. Like, just thinking about that, because like there's like videos going around of like little girls with wigs on. And they'll cry like when you take it off, or like they're like looking for like the length and like the straightness, and they want to like have that European feel. And I'm just thinking, like, I remember like for one, when I was a little kid, I had the thickest curliest hair, and all I wanted to do was like, can we straighten it? Can we straighten it? And my aunt would just tell me, like, first of all, like, no, because it's gonna be bushy in 2 seconds. But also, like, be proud of what you have on your head. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people do not have the ability to do with your hair what you can do with your hair. And it's like, we don't tell little black girls that that's enough.
You know, like, I have 2 daughters, and the older one, which is 13 now, she, her school, like, it's mostly like Asian kids or white kids, whatever, right? And she always wanted her hair straight. I was like, A, I don't have time to be doing this.
Right.
2 seconds gonna be something else.
Yes.
And B, just go with the flow of what God gave you. Like, she has nice curly hair, like, embrace it. I was like, we will watch YouTube together. I will go and buy you all the products that you need. You know? And now she will never straighten out her hair. She won't put braids in it. She knows what to do, and she's good. She's got it. So I feel like, okay, I did something. Now you know you're comfortable with your hair. Nobody can tell you anything, and you're good. Now it's my little daughter now. She wants straight hair. She wants to do this. I was like, no. We're not doing that. We're going to basically repeat the cycle. We're going to go to YouTube. We're going to figure out what you need to help with your hair. Or you just braid your hair and wear your braids and braid it in styles. Like, so I feel like we're right. We have to show these little girls that it's okay to be you. It's okay to be different. You don't need to conform to your peers, because I let them know, like, what you just said, their hair is not your hair. They can't do a lot. You can come to school with your hair straight. You can come to school with your hair curly. You can come with your hair braided, and it will last a whole week. They braid their hair's out tomorrow. They're happy with what you got. And so it's hard, because like they see this stuff every day, and they want to change every day, and I have to remind them every day, be happy with what you got, because a lot of people wish they had what you got, but because they're not saying that, because like they'll see you with your hair and they don't think it's a wig. They're like, oh, you got straight hair. But it's like, nah, I really don't. You know what I'm saying? So like, if I find out little black girls, they'll see your hair and think that, oh, that's what it should be, when really you know, oh, I'm just putting this on just because. So it's like they're confused, right?
That's
confused.
That's a word too, because like it takes a lot, and that just has a lot to do with like what's like visually learned,
Yeah.
what's verbally learned, and then that gray area of like just trying to like get through the day. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you, like there's like 12 braids in my head under this wig. And it's because like, think about it, like I'm trying to wake up in the morning, throw this on, I gotta get ready for work and go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
see, they don't see it as that's your reasoning.
Exactly.
But you know what? I commend, I don't know if you're a mother, but I commend you guys for that because you don't see where you're planting seeds.
Yeah.
You're planting very little seeds. You just going on YouTube with Amara, you're planting a little seed.
Right.
You're planting little seeds because she's gonna go tell her next friend, girl, you don't gotta do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I
Planting
think
a little
that,
seed. She's gonna go tell her little seeds. They're gonna germinate. They're gonna grow. So you guys keep planting seeds. It's good.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? DJ Wavy here, and you are now tuned into the Black Status Social Network. You know the vibes.
What's crazy, like even with the whole hair thing, I don't know. All right, so if y'all remember the show Martin, right? So
Martin.
yeah, so Martin. So you remember Pam and Gina. Gina was the love interest, and Pam was the pretty, beautiful brown skin girl, crazy body, like. And you know, not to compare the two, but like as far as I just like if we were looking in terms of fitness, her body was like even more toned than Gina's. But she was always teased for having buckshots, BDB, or her weave. And I'm just like, yo, it's so funny. And Gina had the same thing. Gina was wearing wigs and weaves, but nobody ever talked about it.
Yeah.
But Pam caught a lot of the flack for it. And then she was always seen, not as bad, but stereotypically, she was the angry one.
Yeah.
Pam ain't got no me. You ain't got no, you ran your ass man off. And you were always so mad. And she's always fighting for Martin. And Gina was seen as the sweet, docile, no, everybody home.
She's still fighting. She's still fighting.
But she would be in the mix too. But a lot of that has to do also with the fact that Gina was closer to what made America comfortable during primetime television in the mid-90s versus Pam not fitting in with those European standards with what made primetime television in the mid-90s comfortable. So a lot of that has to do with it too. Like, I remember that you couldn't wear no weave or wig. You would, what?
Yeah,
girl.
That's perfect. That's perfect because like, I feel like they force-fed you that narrative of the angry black woman for Pam, right? And I want to talk about that because it's like, let's think about it like, as soon as you come into like corporate rooms and like corporate, like anything that is outside of like POC, person of color areas, and you have an opinion, right? You're an angry black woman. Or it's like, why are you so upset? No, I have an opinion. And people don't understand that. Right? So it's like, when I come into a room and it's like, if I'm sitting at this table, A, you seem fit for me to. B, give my voice some space. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the angry black narrative has been pushed for like centuries on it. Like, they will go in on that. And it's like, how do we change that?
I really want to tell you to clean your mascara right here, and I'm gonna talk about it. Okay. So for me personally, I feel like I deal with this a lot because like Canada, we have to respect all of the. We have so many. It's so multicultural. We have to respect every single race. Like, if an Indian comes, for example, and wants to pray like right here, we have to respect them.
True.
We have to. Like it's like a law almost.
True.
Right. We have to respect everyone's diversity. Having been said that, for example, like at work, like if I have an opinion, like you say, or I speak something, it can be the exact same thing that, for example, Robin, Caucasian, for example, you're not Caucasian, but Caucasian Robin said. Whatever. But because I said it in like, no, we're not doing that.
It's like second guess almost, right?
It's it's like, oh my God, why are you so angry? I'm not angry. I said the exact same thing she said. Why am I angry?
Yeah. And a lot of other cultures don't realize that we express ourselves a lot more different.
Yeah.
So, like with the whole police situation with people who get shot, it's like, a black person be like, what you doing, and they see that as, oh, you're threatening me.
Yeah.
Right, you're aggressive.
Right. But if we had our own like police, we'd be like, man, calm down. Like, we recognize our mannerisms, but a lot of other cultures don't understand that. They don't recognize it. They don't, or quite frankly, don't like it.
And don't care.
And don't care.
Right.
Black people are so powerful in so many ways. It's crazy.
But you know what's messed up? It's not just that it's pushed on us. I remember like early 2000s having cable, and I was so excited when this little cartoon came on. I don't even know if I can say the name of the channel, but this cartoon came on. And I don't know if y'all remember, but on the Disney Channel, the Proud Family premiere. And it was, you know, like to see this middle to upper class black family with 3 children, and then they introduced Penny's friends.
Right.
And the one that was supposed to be loud and what we would consider to be ratchet and ghetto was the heavyset brown skin friend with the blonde hair.
Right.
I'm a quote unquote
and then you
ghetto name.
And then you had Penny, who was the main character, but the loud, ratchet, overweight friend, brown skin with the blonde hair, who was out of pocket, was named Dejanay. And Dejanay couldn't get a boyfriend. She was always chasing after this boy who didn't want her. You understand what I'm saying? And then you had, what was the sisters' names? The 3 sisters?
The Gross Sisters.
Right, like their names were the Gross Sisters. And then they didn't even give them.
They were blue in the show.
Right, they were blue. Like, they were supposed to be so dark
black
that they
and
were
blue.
Yeah.
That's deep.
You understand what I'm saying? And everybody else's costumes were colorful and vibrant. And these particular characters, you made them so dark that they were portrayed as being blue. Wow. And their hair, if you looked at their hair compared to the other characters, the hair was like
non-existent.
Yeah, horrible. Horribly styled. Yeah. And their clothes, as opposed to being colorful as the rest of the characters, were black and white, completely devoid of color. So what are we seeing? The darkest characters on the show are either the bullies, and that's all they're known for, is being bullies, or they're loud and what we deem as ratchet. To me, I hate that word, but what we deem as ratchet and loud and we don't know how to act in public. But I'm like, and I don't know if anybody else ever caught that, but that always bothered me. Like, why is it the darker characters on the show are portrayed this way?
Yeah. It's even like in cartoons.
Yeah.
Like, you know, what's that cartoon called? Sing? And the gorilla?
Oh, yeah.
He was like the bad guy. I'm like, it's because us as adults, we get it.
We catch it.
Kids are not picking it up.
And like he was like the robber. His family was the robber.
Yeah, bank robbers. Everybody else came from a normal background with a big hulking gorilla.
Yeah, they were like the bad
who just so happened to sing R&B music. His father was a bank robber and went to jail.
Yeah.
But
go ahead. This type of content is getting driven into children's heads for years and years. So it's no wonder that we grow up and then a lot of people have a fucked up mentality.
And complex.
Have you guys seen that show Big Mouth on Netflix?
Yes.
No.
So like one time, like my niece, she's innocent. She was just on Netflix. She thought it was a cartoon. So when I switched over, I'm like, yo, what are you watching? It is cartoon.
Right.
It's an adult cartoon.
But it's definitely not for children.
But it's definitely not for children.
Yeah.
And like I feel like that show was created because they don't know how to teach it in school. So now in school, they'd be like, oh, we're going to show a YouTube video. Tell me how you feel about this. Describe what this means to you. And then they're going to show a clip from Big Mouth when he's talking about the hormone monster. And you know what I mean? They're using these ways to teach kids this is...
I feel like that's really actually detrimental to like the importance of like teaching your own kids things.
Yeah.
You know what I said that yesterday.
What's up, everybody? My name is Sal Lumber, and you have now tuned in to the Black Status Social Network.
Men don't cry. And that's why it's so many black men that's out here going through, don't know how to properly communicate, and they looking for us to be their damn therapists and nurse them back to mental and emotional health, and we're not responsible to do so, but we're supposed to. because that's what their mama didn't do.
Because they're looking for a mommy than you.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Over.
The daycare's closed. Like,
And I know
but honestly,
that
it starts at home.
The daycare's
And then if that's not taught to them